Good evening to all of you, to each and everyone here. Topic is how to attend an interview. Is that right? How to attend an interview. There are many kinds of interviews. A reporter is taking interview a politician. That is also called interview. A reporter, journalist who takes an interview. Public, that is also interview. Job interview, it's a third one, very essential, it's very important for us, for our topic. So we are going to talk about job interview, how to attend successfully, how to win in interview, how to crack the interview. It's the right topic, I think. How to crack it. So depending upon your interviewer, how he is going to ask the question. First of all, whether he is stuffed or not to ask the questions to you, also big matter. But many companies aren't assigning some all persons to interview candidates, aspirants. Those who are having some well experienced, much more experience in interviewing, to scaling, to weighing, to measuring a people, are appointed or assigned as an interviewer. So that person knows everything. He knows how to read. I have been an interviewer, some companies and colleges. That's why I am sharing this matter to you. Board interview, personal one-on-one interview. There are two kinds of interviews. So board interview means more than one person, around 3 or 4 persons would be sitting. Everyone is listening you. You are alone. You only one person there. So you are aspirant. You are a candidate. You have to satisfy everyone. But each is sitting there for every reason. The one may be listening your speech and how you speak. During your speech, you are speaking truths or lies, they would understand. Another one may be assigned, allotted in the cabin to ask subject type questions. So he would be zooming you, whether you are answering for the questions of subjects. Another one normally may be correspondent or company chairman or general manager. What's going on? So they may be interviewing others, whether they are interviewing you or not. The fourth one, ideal. The person would be there. You know why? This person, he would be watching everything. He wouldn't ask any question. The fourth or fifth, anyone. If there are 6 persons, one person would be ideal there. He would be listening every conversation of everyone. He also be listening on how every person is asking. Every interviewer is asking you. Particularly how you are answering. That guy would be watching you carefully. Finally, they would determine. They would take a conclusion. What? How about, what about the guy? Mr. X, why is that? They would have some codes. Some companies are conducting interview formally by giving notes to every interviewer. The members to tick in the box. Someone passionately, enthusiastically, jovially would be going on. Finally, they would assess the marks of you. So here, you are the deer. They are lions or lioness. But being a deer, just you have to win the lioness and lions. This is an important matter. When before you enter in the cabin, what you have to think, Your mind always thinking positively. You will win in this game. Either you have to think positively that you would win in this competition, the contest. Or you have to take easy. How even if you lose in this interview, doesn't matter. We can knock another one doors. Even if fail, doesn't matter. It's not a negative matter, it's also a kind of positive matter. You know why am I saying the second one? Only then you would get some courage, bravery. You will not get any fears when you are looking at them. If it is lost, no matter at all. Mind, let your mind blinks in the corner. But put your goal, you have to win in that. This is the first. Before you memorize and prepare everything for the questions, how are you aware of what they are going to ask the questions? So depending upon field and discipline, I told you. If you attend for security theory, digital area, you are an ESE student, or IT, information technology, or computer science engineering, anything, this is a security theory, triple E. You must be very well in digital area, network area, hardware area, software area, circuit diagram area, mathematics. How do they function? Whether you studied those when you were doing in your college or not, at least after finished your course, after you finish your course, then you try to learn that. But many personalities have become such a way. And after completing their degree only, they have learned many items. When you work in the first company, concern, you don't think you are working there. You are going to get salary there. Like an apprenticeship training, the one. That's the very first gate. That's also one of the years of your study. Perhaps you studied 4 years engineering. When you go for a job, for a company, you forget about the first year. This is the 5th year of your studies. You are going to learn there. Additionally, they are paying salary. You have to think such. You must think additionally they are paying salary. But you are learning there. You are studying there. In your college, you might have studied formally through materials, theory classes, practical classes. Your practicals might have been done there just like for formality. Unless you were brought for some industrial tour. But here, the first year, you are working in the company for first year and that's a true practical that. Okay, let me come to the point where we stayed there. Many persons are there, one person is zooming everything, so other person, section words they would be allotted. Your name is called for interview. You have to enter in the cabin. May I come in, sir? Yeah, you ask. They would ask you to sit, have your seat or be seated like that. When you sit on the chair, you sit comfortably. You don't sit like a fearful person. They are not going to kill you. You have grown up your mentality in that. I have succeeded in many interviews. I might have thrown my job, so for me I am saying that. But I have never failed wherever I have attended interview, except a few, one or two. You think such ways before you enter. You sit comfortably, be relaxed, speak usually, casually. You don't try to speak like a stereotypical structures, like a start and a stop button. They are not expecting from you they are not expecting those matters from you. How you express and what you speak. Sam Dash, I am from so-and-so place. I have finished so-and-so degree. Then I looked for a job, then I was browsing. Then I got your website. Otherwise, my friend phoned me and he told us you were recruiting. That's what I applied. Then my resume is in your hand, you know everything, my name and details. So I could tell you what I haven't mentioned in the resume. You speak like that. When you speak such a way, you could attract them, every people. The first phase, how you speak. Whether you are speaking grammatically or not is secondary. First you have to speak your stuff. Your speech should not be looking like lies. Your speech should not be looking dramatically. It must be really, this guy is real. He speaks what he is having inside, he is expressing. Only those guys are winning in the interview. If anyone asks subject related questions, and already I told you that you must be well in your subject, so whatever it may be, mechanical or civil, you should be good in that. You must have studied outside of the premises of your college. Whether your college has brought you for industrial training or not, you have to visit personally by seeking someone's help to some companies if you are a mechanical engineer. If you are a civil engineer, you are a candidate of civil engineers, so you studied, you finished, then you are attending interview now. When you were studying, outside of the colleges, you must have some knowledge by visiting some sites. You are a civil engineer, you are going to a college. On the way, how many constructions are going on, how they build, what is debris, what is bricks, what is cement, how many types of cement. This is basic knowledge. How they are filling in, the sand, how many kinds of soil. These are theory. You may have studied this when you were studying, but practically you should learn. If you are a mechanical engineer, you must be well in all engines, thermo, then machineries, then father of all machines. Yeah, in an interview, somebody asked, I was sitting there for listening the candidate is speaking fluently or not. That was my work. Also, I asked some subject related question because I studied also machinist. A mechanical expert asked, interviewer asked to a candidate, what is the father of machines? The guy did not know the answer. Perhaps it might not be mentioned in the books or theory someone. Just you should have learned. You should have known. Lathe, is the father of all machines. Whatever the operation is done by any machines, it can be done by lathe. If they shoot next question, why is lathe called the father of machine? Because any operation is done by any machines, it can be done by using lathe. That is why it is called father of machines. If you say the answer to anyone, you will be appreciated. Just this one answer is enough to you to win in the interview, to crack the interview. I mean, now the examples I am saying that. I don't say the same thing would be going on in all interviews. In the MNC companies, they would focus only subject related. How far area. First, they would check out you whether you have experience in the field concerned. Later, they would be testing you. How you are, how your characteristics. Honestly or not. Nowadays, one thing, all companies they don't want only honest person. So that you don't think, I say you shouldn't be honest. You must be honest. But being honest is not enough. Being sportive is very important. You must be well in all area, spontaneously. If any work is given, you must be ready to do. You must not be lazy. You should not hesitate. But if you do not know about any work, you could tell that, just let me learn first, let me study well that. Later, I would do that works better than any other. You have to reply that. This is also one of the questions at an interview. The interviewer mentioned a job. This is mechanical related. You are supervisor, but he is on the interviewer asking to the candidate. You are a supervisor in a company. This is a component. This has to be machined. The worker is asking you how to machine this, but how would you reply like that? Being an immediate completed person you may not know to answer for that question. So because you may not have some experience in companies. They wouldn't ask when you attend for the first interview this question. If the same question is asked in any other, second or third companies, the future companies, you should be able to answer. How could you learn that? When you worked in the first place. That's what I tell you. As soon as you finish your course, this is the topic being discussed regarding how to attend an interview. I'm explaining everything regarding the first time working. How you are going to work the first time. Don't expect much more salary. How much are you expecting? Suddenly don't say 10K, 2K, 3K, 4K. If you pay me, 50K, yes, I'm ready to work here. You don't demand. I don't know the norms of these companies, how much you are paying scale here. May I know about that? You can ask. If it is very first interview, because your resume would say everything. If you had worked anywhere, just you would have mentioned that in. If you hadn't mentioned anything, fresher. Being a fresher, you can't demand more salary in a company. As per norms, whatever it may be, whatever it is your norms, I may obey that. If it is amicable to me, you put the condition applied. If it is amicable, if it is comfortable to me, then I would obey. If your norms is appropriate to me because I am in a situation for surviving. Not only I am going to learn here, yes, of course I am going to learn. At the same time, I have to earn money. So what you are paying, the salary is enough or not, as I have to think. You can reply that. You would have time to be talking with them. When you speak with them, they would understand about your characteristics. They need not have visited your place and listened to your every activities. Through your speech, they could come to know how you are. So that is the exact time, which one? I mean, attending time interview, So you are a hero, just you have masked being a good guy or bad guy. It is depending upon your way of attending interview there. But one thing, if you are good, only good things will be expressed. If you are bad, some bad things will be expressed. So try to be good, at least before attending interview. Many winners have shared, their experience to me, who studied and who were trained under me how to attend interview. Yes, formally, even now I am giving training how to attend interview in my personal class. Also visiting some colleges. Some colleges would call me, train our students soft skills. Topic is how to attend an interview. The guys, those who have cracked the interviews, come back to me. They have come back to me just and shared their experiences. Most of them have told just what you details of matters happened, sir. Some students also have told me this, nothing happened, sir, what you explained to me. It was just a humbug, the interview was eyewash. That one also to happen. That one also may happen some companies. Okay, take it as a first part, how to attend interviews on a topic. I will come back to you in the next video. How to attend an interview, part 2. I will be detailing you how to attend telephonic interview, personal interview, how to answer the subject related questions, how to introduce yourself casually. I will detail you in the future in the next, the part. This is part 1. I am Mahendiran, Mahendiran Global English, NORTHPOIGAINALLUR, Nagapattinam. If you like this video, just click like and subscribe and share to your colleagues on whom you are willing. Thank you. Wish you all the best. God bless you.